Okay, so in this video, I'm going to teach you the key to close like crazy. I'm going to teach you the number one thing that people don't often speak about, especially sales coaches, that is going to dramatically increase your conversion rates on your pipeline. And this is what really has moved the needle for us at our agency. So for context, I run a cold outreach agency, and we run high volume cold outreach campaigns through email and LinkedIn to generate leads to win new business for our clients. I run the agency with my brother, co-founder Felix. Together, we've been in B2B sales for just under 20 years between us. And so this is really a distillation of everything we've learned from scaling up from sales reps to heads of sales, now running effectively a sales agency, and also the exposure we're getting managing pipelines for over 25 businesses. So let's get into it. First off, what is sales? Sales is essentially trust building. You've got to imagine there's a spectrum of certainty and your job as a salesperson is to move prospects along that spectrum, right? Typically, your prospects at the start of that sales cycle are going to be in a state of no certainty or low certainty, possibly mid certainty if they've been following your content for a while. And your job is to move them along that spectrum to get them into a state of absolute 100% confidence in what you're offering. So every decision you make throughout your sales cycle needs to be dictated by whether this action is going to do that and build trust. And you can read all the sales books, you can do all the sales courses, you can follow the likes of Andy Elliott and Jordan Belfort and develop that kind of style and really improve your communication skills and your rhetoric. And that's all great. Language communication is obviously an integral component of sales, but it's only going to get you so far, right? It's not what's going to close big high ticket enterprise deals with businesses. What is going to do that is evidence, right? It's not anything regarding skill set or anything regarding personality or quality or personality qualities. It is evidence, right? It's trying to provide irrefutable evidence that you will deliver ROI for your prospects. And so the question is, well, how do we deliver that evidence? How do we provide and deliver that evidence? So I'm gonna walk you through how we do that at our agency. The way we do that is twofold. One is social proof, and two is applied proof. One is social proof, two is applied proof. Social proof is providing evidence that people like your prospects have validated the ROI of your solution. And applied proof is actually demonstrate how specifically you're going to deliver ROI for that prospect, whether that's in the form of a plan of action or even fulfilling a micro service before you've actually signed a contract, like initiating the service delivery before you've actually started. And the important point to note with both social proof and applied proof is there's no law of diminishing returns, right? This idea that if you overdo something, sometimes the effect might backfire. That law does not apply. The more weapons you have, the better, and you should deploy them all. Obviously, you want to ensure you stagger the delivery of them appropriately so you don't just overwhelm your prospects, but use everything at your disposal. And so, first off, social proof. How we really tap into providing social proof is multifaceted. I'm going to run through each one. So first off, we will provide a link to all our case studies. So on our website, we have a page devoted to case studies. I think we've got about 15 on there. And each case study has its own web page. And each case study is very rich and detailed. We provide insight on the strategy, the results, the kind of replies that we generated, a quote from the client, a video testimonial from the client. So we'll just share all our case studies to just demonstrate the volume and variety of work that we've done and demonstrate that we are an established business. After that, we will then share relevant case studies. So we will identify case studies that seem most relevant to the business that we're targeting, and we will share that with them. We will then connect with each prospect on LinkedIn. Across both our profiles, we've got almost 60K followers, and we get decent engagement on our posts. So the followers coupled with the engagement just also demonstrates other people validating our credibility and expertise. We will then share links to 2 Google Drive folders. So we have two folders. One is devoted to big logo replies. One is devoted to ultra positive replies. So big logo replies, it contains screenshots of replies, of positive replies from very reputable, iconic brands, such as Google, Disney, Amazon, Spotify. There's probably around 50 screenshots in there. These are replies from our client campaigns, our client cold email campaigns. And then the second folder is ultra positive replies. So these are, again, replies from our cold email campaigns for our clients that are just overwhelmingly positive, that not only express interest in what we're offering, but also praise the quality of our cold emails. So the big logos just demonstrates the kind of doors that you're able to unlock, or that we're able to unlock through cold outreach. And then, of course, the ultra positive just reflects the quality of our copywriting, which is ultimately our product. So that is social proof. Just to whiz through each one, we've got our case study page here. You can click into them, and this is what they look like. You've got a breakdown of the strategy, video testimonial, campaign stats, and screenshots of replies. Big logo replies, so you can see TikTok, BBC, Visa, LinkedIn, Lyft, Google, Disney. There's a load here. And then the complementary replies, so these are the ultra positive replies, are from all sorts of prospects. But as you can see, these are all great ideas. Thank you for your outreach is great. Really good email. Thanks for the excellent outreach email. Just to reflect the level of personalization and quality that we inject into our emails. And so case studies, the 2 Google Drive folders, of course, the LinkedIn profiles as well. And that is how we will weaponize social proof in terms of applied proof. So this, to just clarify, is when we basically apply our skill set to their context, and we proactively demonstrate how we're going to do a great job for the prospect. Like I said, that could be in the format of like a comprehensive plan of action, or it could be going to the lengths of actually initiating the service before winning the deal. And you might be in your infancy as an entrepreneur, a business owner, and you might lack that social proof. You might be telling me, okay, well, that's all well and good, but I've only got 500 followers on LinkedIn. I don't even have any case studies. Of course, if that's the case, you need to be doing 2 things. One is to start working hard to build up your brand and to start winning case studies and testimonials. 2 is you need to double down on applied proof. You need to double down on this lever to compensate. So to give a quick story, 2 years ago, I attempted to build a LinkedIn brand building agency. What I was doing specifically was creating LinkedIn posts for business leaders. And at the start, obviously, I had no clients. And so what I would do, not for everyone, but for real target accounts, for target individuals that I knew I could do a great job for, I would just proactively put together 5 to 10 LinkedIn posts. And all I would ask is that they publish the posts, and they can then see for themselves if the level of engagement they get is better than what they're currently getting. And it's essentially taking the risk on, you're taking on the risk. Now, of course, this isn't so sustainable and scalable, and so you can't necessarily do it with everyone. However, we are now in this age of AI automation where you can do this kind of thing at scale. So, for example, what we do is we built an automation that, when is triggered, it pushes the company of the prospect, the target company, to a clay table. And in that clay table, we have 15 AI enrichments, and each one is devoted to a specific cold email strategy. And what we will do is basically we'll generate a bunch of templates, right? A bunch of cold email templates that are precisely and uniquely tailored to that prospect based on their product, based on their value proposition and based on who they target, their ICP. And then what we'll do is we'll push those templates to a nice fancy Google slide deck. We'll whack their logo on there, and we'll share it with the prospect. So as an example, this is for HubSpot. Let's assume HubSpot was in our pipeline for our agency services. We trigger the automation, and it would create this lovely slide deck, which contains a title page with their logo automatically embellished. We'll have an intro page providing a bit more social proof there, links to our LinkedIn, a bit of background on what we do, an introduction of what this deck is about. That should be 10. I need to change that. And then we just run through each strategy. Each strategy has the email itself fully fleshed out. We don't put placeholders in there. We actually create fabricated ICPs that we're targeting, just so they can immediately understand and digest the email. Title of the strategy, a description and analysis of the strategy. And what we're kind of split testing as well, because we typically use this at the start of our sales cycle to drive top of funnel and win meetings, is we actually refrain from providing template 10, and we explain that we will provide template 10 if they take a call with us and then provide us with the insights to create an even more powerful template for them. And so this is just an example of how you can provide that value upfront and tap into that applied proof concept at scale using AI and automation today. So maybe there's some ideas there that you can try and apply to your product. And the reason why this is really impactful is multifaceted. One, it drives cooperation and a sense of goodwill because you're doing this proactively. Two is that it's going to drive momentum because it shows serious intent on working with that specific person and doing a good job for them. And then three is it's just going to build trust because it shows your expertise, right? You're showing what your work, what your solution will look like in practice for them. So to wrap up, when you combine a lot of evidence that other people, ideally like your prospect, have validated what you're offering with evidence of how specifically you're going to provide that solution to the prospect, you get an insanely powerful compounding effect that is going to propel your prospects along that spectrum of certainty. I hope that was useful. Thanks for watching.